washing over all the shadows standing there. Sudden vibration in the metal beam, waking up the city from a heavy to the heavy neon echoes fall. Of the sliding door.
The station lights are flickering in blue, painting over everything I knew. A heavy mist is rolling through the gate, accepting the mechanics of my fate. A faint sigh that cuts the heavy air, a frequency that strips the city bare. I close my eyes and let the rhythm take every single heavy move I make. Standing in the cold synthetic rain, numbing every echo of the pain. High above the heavy concrete floor, looking for a newly opened door. The drops are falling on my leather coat, caught inside a heavy distant note. The skyline is a dark and jagged line, waiting for the neon lights to shine. A fantasize that cuts the heavy air, a frequency that strips the city bare. I close my eyes and let the rhythm take every single heavy move I make. Standing in the cold synthetic rain,
beneath my feet. A heavy pulse echoing down the street. The automated doors are sliding wide, inviting me to take the final ride. Ready for the midnight departure now, breaking all the rules we don't allow. Gliding through the city made of glass, watching all the neon shadows pass. The frequency is locking in my brain, leaving the station in the heavy rain. The glowing skyscrapers are blurring by, reaching for the center of the sky. A sudden rumble deep beneath my feet. A heavy pulse echoing down the street. The automated doors are sliding wide, inviting me to take the final ride. Ready for the midnight, breaking pulsing through the center of the heavy dark. The tempo is locked and the bass is low, ready for the drop and a sudden glow. Riding on an elevated frequency, lost inside this dark and beautiful sea. The neon is bleeding in the midnight rain, washing all the static from my heavy brain. Heavy brain. Silhouettes are moving in the distant haze, navigating through the architectural maze. The track is humming with a steady tone. Up here in the sky, I'm in my zone. The grid is alive, an electric spark piercing through the center of the heavy dark. The tempo is locked and the bass is low, ready for the drop and the sudden glow. Riding on an elevated frequency, lost inside this dark and beautiful sea. The neon is bleeding in the midnight rain, washing all the static from my heavy brain. vibration in the iron rail, following the end of a digital trail. The frequency rises in the heavy air, leaving behind all the damage and despair. Standing alone on platform zero, where the glowing lights and the shadows flow, lost in the rhythm of the techno beat, far away from the noise of the endless street. The rain is a static on the heavy glass, watching all the glowing electric currents pass. The metropolis breathes like a living machine, painted in the colors of a neon dream. A silent vibration in the iron rail, following the end of a digital trail. The frequency rises in the heavy air, leaving behind all the damage and despair. Standing alone on platform zero.
They say a drowning frequency is all I feel. The rhythm is steady, a hypnotic beat. Far away from the heavy traffic on the street. A glass reflection showing who I used to be. Just the glowing city, the techno and me.
Waiting on the neon platform. Crashing against the concrete wall, I surrender to the rhythm of the rolling bass, floating in a very temporary space.
Shadows pass. The frequency is pulling me into the deep, while the heavy world is trying to sleep.
listening to the heavy neon echoes fall. Bouncing off the futuristic station wall. Caught inside a rhythm that I can't ignore. Waiting for the open of the sliding door.
The station
digital clock is frozen in the dark. Looking for a distant glowing spark. The platform empty in the midnight chill. Everything is heavy, cold and still. A sudden rumble deep beneath my feet. A heavy pulse echoing down the street. The automated doors are sliding wide, inviting me to take the final ride. Ready for the midnight departure now. Breaking all the rules we allow. Gliding through the city made of glass. Watching all the neon shadows pass. The frequency is locking in my brain. Leaving the station in the heavy rain. The glowing skyscrapers are blurring by. Reaching for the center of the sky. A sudden rumble deep beneath my feet. A heavy pulse echoing down the street. The automated doors are sliding wide, inviting me to take the final ride. Ready for the midnight departure now. Breaking all the rules we don't allow. Gliding through the city made of glass. Watching all the neon shadows pass. Shadows pass, shadows pass. steel and a glowing sky. Watching all the digital seconds pass me by. The rain is falling heavy on the station roof. Looking at the city for a hidden proof. The grid is alive with an electric spark, piercing through the center of the heavy dark. The tempo is locked and the bass is low, ready for the drop and the sudden glow. Riding on an elevated frequency, lost inside this dark and beautiful sea. The neon is bleeding in the midnight rain, washing all the static from my heavy brain. Heavy brain. Silhouettes are moving in the distant haze, navigating through the architectural maze. The track is humming with a steady tone. Up here in the sky, I am in my zone. The grid is alive with an electric spark, piercing through the center of the heavy dark. The tempo is locked and the bass is low, ready for the drop and the sudden glow, heavy brain.
station door. The heavy doors close with a metallic sound, hovering above the dark and heavy ground. The rhythm takes over as we start to glide, with nothing left to lose and nowhere left to hide.
Watching all the glow in me, electric currents pass. The metropolis breathes like a living machine, painted in the colors of a neon dream. The silent vibration in the iron rail, following the end of a digital trail. The frequency rises in the heavy air, leaving behind all the damage and despair.
reflection showing who I used to be. Just the glowing city, the techno and me. Riding through the heavy magnetic rain, washing away all the digital pain. A beautiful blur of magenta and blue, changing up my entire point of view.
Elevated above the concrete maze, staring through the heavy magenta haze. The station is empty, the air is cold. Another midnight story waiting to be told. A synthetic voice that goes in the quiet hall. Shadows are stretching against the concrete wall. I surrender to the rhythm of the rolling bass, floating in a very temporary space. Waiting on the neon platform edge, looking over the glowing city ledge. The pulse of the techno is beating in my chest, putting all my heavy memories to rest. A sudden flash of fire cuts the dark, leaving a beautiful electric mark. The door slide open and I step inside, ready for the silent automatic ride. A synthetic voice goes in the quiet hall. Shadows are stretching against the concrete wall. I surrender to the rhythm of the rolling bass, floating in a very temporary space. Waiting on the neon platform